Good morning, this is Russ Edgar, Avion Overlander. The yellow cat and I are taking a walk this morning down. Lynn's fixing breakfast and we're walked down this path. Yellow cat thinks it's very nifty. I'll try give you a view. They don't really open up the path there, but it's a long way. We are leaving the campground. For those of you who look on a map and see where we are, like my brother Earl, you see that we're on an island, and actually the ocean or the bay, whatever they call it, is right around us. We just left the campground. We're going down the entrance road, and you're going to see very short moment the causeway that was built out to the island, and they built it a long time ago, and it's very narrow. It was built for horse and buggy days, and we're not horse and buggy now. You could get a semi in here, but boy, he'd have to sweat it a little bit. All right, we're across the causeway. We are headed for Peggy's Cove. Well, we have arrived at Peggy's Cove, and as generally happens, the Edgar luck prevailed, and there's the last RV parking spot, and there where we are. I'm going to swing around. This is not even the good part, I don't think, but I think it's pretty good. I know that background wind noise is going to bug you. But this is the edge where we're parked. We're going to walk down to the Lighthouse, and us and 1,000 other people. The toilet's adjacent to the parking lot. Clean as a pin and pretty fancy. This is the Visitor Information Center for Peggy's Cove, Nova Scotia. This is worth reading. Tells about Peggy's Cove. I'm not going to completely bore you, even though I think it's a pretty good thing. Peggy's Cove is a point on the Earth where the continents collided and molten magma came up. I'm going to swing around, and you can see these round rocks, which were molten at one time 350 million years ago, are every place. We're going to go out on the point here, and as you can see from where I'm standing, it's just it was liquid lava 350 million years ago. Now it's just very hard, smooth rocks. Church is a national landmark for Canada. It dates back to, I believe, about 1850. There's a vendor here that's serving hot dogs and sausages. We have purchased sausage, and she's cooking them. We Sit down in some nice wooden type chairs like they have in New England. Now they have them up here, obviously. And we're going to have a lunch, and then we're going to walk over to the lighthouse. If you want, you can take a boat cruise for an hour and view the coastline out in the water rather than being on the ground like we are. I'm going to pan around just because this is absolutely beautiful. But I believe up at the yellow house, you see a lot of strange activity. They're covering everything with white plastic. Lynn believes, and I believe with her, saw some signs that they're actually shooting a scene from a movie at that location, and they're having to protect stuff. Don't have a clue anything about the movie, but I believe that's what's happening.
Are you? I like being on the other side of the camera usually.
These are the gentleman and lady we were talking about. Those are big time cameras that they're taking out here to film. This is why we came to Peggy's Cove and 10,000 other people. Very nice people, actually. They're very talky. They want to talk to you. Swing around. We'll get half of the point around to the lighthouse. Give you a good picture of the lighthouse by itself, or actually I'll lie a little bit, the point it's sitting on. Then I'll move to the left and show you the rest of the point. For those who know the origin of the name Edgar, it's Scottish. And there is one of my long lost relatives, possibly, with a kilt, bagpipes. We'll walk down and see if we can record what he's doing. I think he's Scottish. There's Lynn in the purple, making her way to the edge of the lighthouse so I can take a picture of her. Lots of other people are wanting their pictures too. I want to pan from her up so you can see it's a pretty cool deal. They say this lighthouse is the most photographed in the world. Not in Canada, in the world. You won't hear me very well. We're standing right on the foundation of the lighthouse. I'm going to pan around and you see we're not the only people that think this is a cool place. If a nickel forever picture was taken here, you would be a millionaire. We've seen some pretty spectacular sights on this trip. This is one of them. Swing around. Try not to go too fast. This young man is sitting here on the edge, and a young man standing beside him. That's the ocean right there. They're not very far from it, as you can see. Swing around, and Lynn's doing the same thing. I'm going to walk down and see how close we can get. Alright, we're sitting on the rock, and the rock goes into the ocean, as you can see. Oh, 25 feet from us. We're going to sit here for a little while and just plain enjoy this experience. There's a rock in the ocean 125 feet from us, and you can see this wave. And every once in a while there'll be a big wave come. I know Lynn's trying to explain that to you. Here one comes. There we go. A lot of spray, and now there'll be a bigger one follow that in a minute. It's really, oh, there one comes there. A lot of energy here. And I've moved up to higher ground. Just a little tell you what's really going on in the world with me. Actually had to change a battery in the camera because I've shot the heck out of it taking all these pictures today. Garth is a famous author or artist in sculpture that lived here, and he sculptured this out of this solid granite. It is pretty unbelievable, actually. I couldn't close today until I showed you this. This is the Seabright Station 55. Seabright is a community here on Peggy's Cove, and it just made me smile when I drove past it. So when we came back out of Peggy's Cove, we said we're going to stop and take a picture of that and put it in the video. I'm going to close out today. We've had actually a pretty terrific day, I would think, if you like rocks and ocean and lighthouses and lots of people. I mean, you can't believe how many people, but so many friendly people. I talked to people just waiting in line to go to the bathroom. It was just plain cool. If you would, please subscribe to our channel. Be safe out there, and I really hope you're as lucky as we are.